Hello, and you are all very warmly welcomed back to Homestead House, where today we had a graduation. And this time, sitting in the chair next to me is Minister Niamh Bogan. Massive, massive congratulations to you, Niamh. You have travelled so far so quickly and have completed your Path to Ministry course. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. I'm absolutely delighted. Absolutely. It's all been worthwhile and the hard work paid off. And I'm just so delighted to be where I am today.
It was so enriching to watch both your wedding and your very moving and poignant funeral ceremony. And for us, an absolute joy. And it was so full of emotion, in particular your funeral, and how you paused, how you listened to all of the directions that you got from your mock call to today. It was on another level. I even saw Keith a little choked today, and indeed your own husband. I think he's looking at you in a different light now, Niamh. So yeah, this is what the Path to Ministry brings.
Yeah. And as I say, the two ceremonies are very different. The energy and, like I said earlier, the happiness and the elation and the wonderful times in the wedding. And then a different energy for the funerals. More moving, more empathy. And when I did the mock calls with you, I thought I was prepared, but you never stop learning, and your guidance through that, and the little things that make a huge difference and make it so much more emotional, and just allow the time for people to take in exactly what you're saying and exactly the enhancements and the music and just the environment of the ceremony.
And they are one extreme to the other, as you say, the joy and the elation and the celebration of a wedding and two people coming together who are in love, and then the final farewell, which is on a different level.
Yeah.
But very fulfilling roles, and we are very, very privileged and honoured to give that gift, as you said in your own feedback at the end, the last gift that you can give to the person who has passed. It is hugely rewarding.
It is.
You come from a very rewarding background as well, your vocation in nursing for over 30 years.
Over 30 years, yeah. So I would have trained as a nurse looking after people with intellectual disabilities in a variety of roles, and a tough job physically in that, but just very rewarding. You're looking after the most vulnerable people, but you give them care and you treat them with respect and dignity, and their families and that. And I suppose I've probably taken a step back from that now, and still wanted something to challenge me and something that I could still give to people. And I suppose to still maintain something about care and respect, and looking after people still, because that's what you're doing during ceremonies. And something for me as well, something that I could do that I am getting reward for myself from, not financially even, but just an achievement and being able to try and do something that I can be good at and be proud of.
Yeah, that is ministry.
Yeah.
It really is, Niamh. So you actually completed the course in record time, I have to say. And I know you said, okay, I had some time to myself, Lorraine.
Yeah.
But it was a joy every time to see the inbox, and I look forward to looking at your submissions, your baby name and your legally binding wedding ceremony, and indeed your funeral. And it was just the writing skills, the warmth, your tone, and how you presented here today was amazing. It really, really was tremendous.
Thank you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Niamh.
Yeah, and I suppose some of it was new, but I learned from it. But I have a feel a really good baseline now to, be more creative in my writing. And, I feel I've learned so much, for each of the ceremonies. Um, I know you say I did it fast time, but I gave it my time. When I put myself to it, I was spending the hours. I didn't rush through it, and that's what you need to do. You need to take in everything that's in the course, because there is everything in the course. The minute details that you would never think of, and they're really, really important on the day.
The small things are the big
Yeah.
things, and you can see that, especially when you come in person here to Homestead House to present. And yeah, that's what we try to reiterate, that those little small details can be very, very big on the big day itself, or any of those days that a ceremony marks the occasion. The platform itself, you liked it, you said, Niamh.
Very easy to use, yeah. And very engaging. And as I say, the content was just so in depth. It was fabulous. The quizzes, one or two you had to read a second time, but that's fine too. That's about, putting yourself down and go, it's not, or there's two answers needed, not just the one. But the support then from yourself and from Keith and Connor, was always on hand, and very efficient and very fast back with responses. If you wanted, just something clarified or that. So that made life so much easier. And also being able to access it, 24/7. That is huge, so you can fit it into your life and your time when you are doing the training.
For sure. And you have access to the course in its entirety for the 2 years from when you sign up. So what we're noticing now, graduates are going back on the platform and they're engaging in maybe the Zoom call area again, on all those areas, social media, etc. So no doubt you'll be logging back on whenever you need to.
And like I said to you, even before I came up here today, I went back and had a look at your ceremonies and that, and just looking at the whole movement and the finer details, just to be as prepared as you can be, so it's brilliant having that access.
Well, you certainly brought it here today to Homestead House, and you're based in County Kildare.
That's it, yeah.
Willing to travel?
Willing to travel nationwide, abroad, anywhere. I'm more than happy, ready, willing and able.
That is fantastic. Minister Niamh Bogan, again, huge congratulations on this big achievement. We at Future Faith are absolutely delighted to have you as part of our community, part of our working family, and thank you for having the faith in Future Faith.
Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. And so much thank you to